Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sadur Rahman and my roll number is 20I2067. Today I am presenting assignment number 7 of advanced computer architecture. In this assignment we are using cache simulator that we have installed from this GitHub directory. As you can see, this is a cache simulator that simulates all mechanisms of cache, like direct mapped, two-way, three-way, four-way, and also fully associative cache. So I have installed this cache simulator in my computer using this command pip install cache simulator, and this cache simulator can only run through the command prompt, as we have all the description about the about running the cache simulator on the command prompt on Windows or Linux. This cache simulator is totally written in Python, and in this assignment I have to do show the 9 sequences of direct map cache, two-way set associative cache, and fully associative cache, in which I have to show a sequence of 10 addresses with no hits, and with 50% hits, and with 80% hits. Also in the case of two-way set associative, and in the case of fully associative cache. So before starting, I want to show that my last digit of my roll number is 67. So by adding 67 and 10, and then multiply it with 12 as per the requirement in the assignment, so I have got this value 924. So this is my cache size, and I am using number of words per block in all my commands, is 4 number of words per block. So for the case of fully associative cache, we have to find the number of blocks per set, blocks per set. So to do this, we have to divide the cache size by the number of words per block, that is 4 in my case. So I got 231. This will be the number of blocks per set for the case of fully associative cache. As you can see, I have passed 231 in all the commands of the fully associative cache. So I just show some extra thing that I was facing before starting with this assignment. Also I will show how this cache simulator works. So first of all, I want to copy this random command and paste it onto my command prompt to show how it actually works. So this is a command I have copied from the GitHub directory page. So I have passed it these 10 word addresses. So these are the word addresses, and this addresses these addresses have only 3 hits and 7 misses. So I just want to show here, we have here number of blocks per set is 3. So when we see here, and also number of words per block are 2. So these are here the sets of the cache. So this is the set number 1, this is the set number 2, this is the set number 3, and this is the set number 4. Also we have as you can see here, there are 3 number of blocks per set. So these are the number of blocks: block number 1, block number 2, and block number 3. So in one set we have three number of blocks. As you can see, we have maximum three number of blocks per set. And also the space between this space between these blocks is showing is separating uh, number of separating blocks. And these all donate a complete set. So we have here you can see we have two blocks per two words per block, sorry. So we have in this block we have two words, in this block we have two words, in this block we have two words. Number of words per block is 2. So we can say that every time when we load a word from memory, so it will load two words from the memory. So like that, I have used 88 address in the command, so it also loaded 88 along with 89 along with 88. So I have used 44, so sorry, 43. So 43 is loaded 42 along with the 43. So that's all. And if we increase the cache size, in that is in my case 924. So I was facing issue in the table format of cache table format. So when I pass the cache size, this cache size to this command, so I am totally unable to read what is all these how many sets of cache are there, and how they are correctly formatted. So I have tried changing in code and to fix some formatting. So I have fixed some things in the code. So here is the code of the cache simulator. As you can see, I have opened the code of the simulator in this and as you can see here, the simulator.py and table.py. So uh, to separate to separate these string, I have changed the code. So I'm changing, I gave a space to this format, so it will now show all these string with space. So I'm running again this command that I have already run. So now you can see all these cache sets are separated by space that I have put it in the uh, I can say in the table file of the cache simulator. Also in this command that I run in the start, uh, if I want to show some special character here to separate the number of I can say number of number of blocks in a set. So for this I have changed the this file. So here I will put bar in between this. So when now and I run this same command again, so it will show some separator between the blocks in a same set. So it will give a better look from the previous. So but due to the short limited width of the command prompt, now you can see the misses and hits column is shifted towards the next line, start of the next line from the end of the previous line. So that's all what I have tried on the cache simulator, and I have understood all the codes and tried my best to do some thing in this regard. So let me start with my assignment. So as I have listed, my cache size in my case is 924, and I am assuming number of words per block is 4. I can change it to 1, 2, 4, 8, and any other value, but I am assuming it 4. Here, number of words per block are 2. Are number of words per block are 2, and every block have exactly 2 values. So I am assuming 4 values. So every block will load 4 words from the memory in each block. So I am clearing this command prompt and starting my assignment. So first of all, I want to show the working of the direct map cache, in which I have first of all a cache simulator command with no hits. So the basic concept behind all this assignment, what I have understand till now, is that when we generate addresses like that, they are not in the same block, so it will generate misses. So in the case, for example, I am assuming there will be number of words per block is 4. So when I generate address 2, it will load 0, 1, 2 and 3 address from the memory. So next address I'm giving it 6, that is the next block of the memory. So it will also load 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it will load a new, and so on. This will load other again different blocks. So it will I can say generate all the misses in the cache simulator. So as I have pasted the same command here, so you can see that I have all the misses. Sorry for this misses are shifted from the end of this table to the start of the table, due to the limited length of the command prompt. So the basic concept is that from here you can see that when I pass address 2, it has loaded 0, 1, 2 and 3 block into I can say this into this cache set. So I as I have a direct mapped cache, so every set has exactly one block in it. So when I have passed 6 address, so it again loaded a new block that contain 4, 5, 6, 7 value in the next set, or in direct map cache we can say in also block. So I have generated 10, and it has loaded these values from the uh, memory into the cache, and 14 as 14 loaded this, and in the case of 18, 18 is in this block, so this block is also loaded from the cache. So these address sequences are generated in the sense that every address is belongs to different I can say different block in the memory. So it will surely generate misses all the time. So if we want to show the 50% misses, so I have to for example, first 5 addresses will be different in the case, and other 5 addresses I can say will be from the neighbors of these. So this will generate obviously 50% misses and 50% hits. So I have to show all these sequences, many address sequences can be generated. I have written some here to show the proper testing. So I'm clearing the screen and showing 50% hits in the case of direct map cache. So I have pasted the same command from the file, and I'm running here on command prompt. So I have here the output of the direct map cache with number of four number of blocks, four number of words per block, and these are the sequence. So you can say 10, 14, 18, 22, and 26. These are all from belongs to the different blocks of the memory. So as you can see, these all five blocks are loaded from memory into the cache. So the next address I have given it is 13, that belongs to this block, that is already loaded. The next is 16, that is loaded in this block, and next is 24, that is already loaded in this block, and the next is 25, that is already in this block, and the last one is 19, that is loaded in this block. So it is generating 5 misses and 5 hits. So I am clearing this row, and I will now run the command that will generate 80% greater than I can say greater than 80% hits. And in my case, this command will generate 9 hits and 1 miss. Obviously one miss must be generated, because first time there will be nothing in the cache. So first time we have to load at least one block into cache to load a block into our cache. So that is there is I have passed 8 word address. So it generated a miss, and but in response to miss, it has loaded the this block from the memory that contains 8, 9, 10, and 11 address. So I have next passed 9, 10, 11, 9, 11, 10 randomly. I can say any fixed value from this, but I have given some different values, 8, 9, but the same thing is that all these values are belongs to the this same block. So these are generating, that's why all hits instead of the first time it will generate miss. So I am also clearing screen, and now I will show the two-way set associative cache. So the difference is that I have passed 2 in the number of blocks per set in this command. So it will now behave like two-way set associative cache. So I have copied this command that will show exactly no hits in the case of two-way set associative. So here we have the sequence of addresses 3, 17, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, 31, and 35. So I am running this command, and by running I can see the in this command we have cache size 924 as and number of blocks per set is 2, and number of words per number of words per block are 4. So as you can see, number of words per block are still 4, and now we have two blocks per set. So each set will contain these two sets in this case. If they are neighbors in the memory. So I have first of all I have given 3 address to the command, so it has loaded this block in the memory. Next I have given 7, it has loaded this block, and next I have given 11, this has loaded this block, and also so on. I have generated addresses different that belongs to different blocks in the memory. So all these blocks are loaded from the memory, and they are not in the cache, so they have generated all the misses in this case. So that was for no hits in the case of two-way set associative. So the next is 50% hits and 50% misses. So same like I have explained in the case of direct map cache. I have generated the first five commands that belongs to the different blocks, and then I have generated next five commands that belongs to the uh, blocks that are already loaded into the cache. So when I have generated 10, it has loaded this block into the cache. When I gave value 14, it has loaded this block into the cache. In the case of 18, this block has been loaded into cache. In the case of 22, this block has been loaded into the memory, and in case of 26, this block has been loaded into memory. So after that, five misses are generated, and now I have given 15 to the 15 sorry, 23. So 23 belongs to, for example, this block. So this block already exists in the cache, so this will generate a hit. And I have next I have given 15 to address. So 15 is uh, placed in this block, so 15 is already in the cache, so it will also generate hit. And in the case of 9, also 9 is in this block, so it will generate hit. In the case of 25, and 25 is loaded into this block, so it will generate hit also. And in the case of 11, it will also generate hit, because 11 is already placed in this block that is already loaded into the cache memory. So I'm clearing this, and I will run now two associative command that will generate 90% hits and one miss. Again repeat, one miss is for first time, because uh, first time we don't do not have anything in the cache. So when I run this command, it will generate first time miss and load the block that contains 8 in the memory. So 8, 9, 10 and 11 words are loaded into the I can say this block. So this set of cache will contain 0, 1, 2, 3, and this will contain 4, 5, 6, 7, and this block will contain 8, 9, 10 and 11. Due to bad formatting of the cache table, this is not correctly showing. As I have showed, I placed spaces here to correctly identify how uh, cache is divided into how many bits, and how many I can say number of sets. So when I have given 8 to the address, it generate miss and loaded this block into the memory. And next I have generated all the addresses that are already loaded into this block of the memory, that are 9, 10, 11, 9, 11, 10, 8, 9 and 11. So these all address will surely generate all hits in this case. So I'm clearing this also. Now I show the fully associative cache. uh, in fully associative cache, I have already explained in the start, we have to divide the cache size. For example, cache size with the number of words per block. So number of words per block I'm using are 4. So 924 is my cache size. So 924 divided by 4 is equal to the 231. So that's why I have passed to 31 in the fully associative cache to make it the fully associative. So first of all, I have no cache, sorry, no hits in the case of fully associative, guys. So I am copying this command and now running this command in the command prompt. So I have this uh, cache simulation with that generated all the misses. The difference is the same as we have one set full in the case of fully associative, and we have number of blocks per set are can be maximum 231. So I have loaded, I have given 3 address to the command. So it loaded 0 1 2 and 3 into the cache, and next I have given 7, and it will load this block into the cache. I have given 11, and this will load this block into the cache. I have given 15, sorry. So this has loaded this block into the memory and cache memory, and 19 is generated miss. All these generated miss because these are not already in the cache. So they are generated missing and loading blocks from memory to cache memory. So in the case of 23, this block is placed in the cache memory and generated it. In case of 27, this block is loaded into the cache memory and generated it. In case of 31, in the case of 31, this block is loaded into memory and generated miss. And in case of 35, and also in the case of 39, 35 is loaded in this, and 39 is loaded into this block, and these two addresses also generated misses in this case. So that this command was for no hits. So I'm showing now the command with the 50% hits, and now I'm copying this command and pasting it onto command prompt to run the command. So I'm running this command. So the first time I have generated 5 addresses that belongs to the different blocks of the memory. So the 10 belongs to this block into the memory, and this generate miss and loaded this block into the cache memory. So next I have generated 14 address that belongs to the next block of the memory, and it generate miss and loaded this block into the cache memory. And next time I have generated 18 that is not already in the memory and generated miss and loaded this block into the cache memory. And next I have 22, and 22 is not in the cache memory. So not was in cache memory, so it generated miss and loaded this block into the memory. And next I have 26, and 26 is loaded, generated miss and loaded into this block. So I have a short time. So all other all next 5 addresses belongs to same this 23 belong to this block, and 15 belongs to this block, and 9 belongs to this block. 25 again belong to this block, and 11 belongs to this block. So this generated 5 misses and 5 hits. So I have in the last 90 hits and 1 miss. So this is, so I have loaded I have given 8, and it has loaded this block into the cache, and all other 9 addresses that I have generated and passed to the commands are already in the cache memory. So these are generating hits. So 9 10 11 9 11 10 8 9 and 0 belongs to this block of the cache. So these are generating hits. And so that's all from my side. I have shown best from my side. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.